Grade 5, MX18, Lesson 3.3 from the Multiplication and Division with Fractions unit. Hello students and families. This video resource can be viewed as a reminder of learning that happened in the classroom, a review of learning that was missed during an absence, a preview of new learning. Remember, this video cannot replace the math conversations and group learning that takes place in the classroom. If you have questions or would like additional practice, please speak to your teacher. Additional resources are available on the Think Central website. Ask your classroom teacher about how to access this site from home. The student-friendly learning target for this lesson is I can multiply a whole number by a fraction to solve for a fraction product. Here are some of the Tier 3 vocabulary words that will be used in this lesson. Keep in mind that these are not the entire list of vocabulary words for this lesson. For the first couple of lessons in this unit, the fractions have been working well together. What that means is there have only been whole number answers. Let's now explore what happens when the answer is itself a fraction. Here is a word problem. The answer will not be a whole number. Farmer Diaz has 3 acres of land. He plows 1/5 of this land. The number of acres he plows is 1/5 of 3. Let's take some time to go through this and make sure everyone understands what is happening. We start with 3 acres of land. Notice that all 3 acres are the same size and shape. The first task is to divide these acres into fifths. Here is the first acre divided evenly. As we divide the land into fifths, we must do the same to each plot. Here is the second and third acres divided evenly into fifths. Now let's return to the problem. It says the farmer plows 1/5 of all 3 acres. Let's do that. Here is 1/5 of the first acre, 1/5 of the second acre, and 1/5 of the third acre. The last step is to add all of these fractions together. We have 1/5 from the first acre plus 1/5 from the second acre plus 1/5 from the third acre for an answer of 3/5. Of course, we know a much simpler way to solve this problem. We take our question and write it in equation form. Next, we multiply. Notice that the answer is already in simplest form. No need to reduce further. You may be wondering, why did we spend all that time with the cute pictures? Why didn't we just start with the equation? That is a fair question. The curriculum wants to show you how fraction products are created and have you get comfortable working with whole numbers that do not divide evenly. Now that we understand the concept, let's try again. Here is a new problem. Farmer Hansen plows 1/7 of his 2 acres of land. What area does he plow? No pictures. Here is the equation. The whole number 2 can be written as 2 over 1. Here's the answer, 2/7. No need to simplify. Okay. For those of you who want evidence of Farmer Hanson's field, here it is. This last practice problem requires special attention. Farmer Smith has 4 acres of land. She plows 1/3 of her land. What area does she plow? Nothing special with the equation. Nothing special with the math. There is something special about the product. Notice that it needs to be simplified. The simplified answer is 1 1/3 acres. Again, we are trying to wrap our heads around how multiplying a whole number by a fraction results in a fraction. If we use common sense, we know that taking a fraction of a whole always results in less than a whole. If somehow our answers are more than the whole that we started with, we know there has to be an error. Here is question 4 from the homework. Using the information from the sign, what is the distance? The campers in cabin D walked 1/6 of the way to Mammoth Mountain. How many miles did they walk? The equation for this problem follows the same pattern that we have been using to solve. Take the fraction from the word problem and multiply it by the whole number on the sign. The final step is to make sure our answer is in simplest form. Here is a reminder of the learning target for today. As always, if you have additional questions or if you would like more practice, please talk to your teacher when you return to the classroom. As we continue to build this resource for students and families, any feedback that you have would be appreciated. Feel free to email with any suggestions that you may have.